cultural heritage sites, with cultural projects, with innovative technologies, with all this fluffy, interesting stuff. And we were really just reliving all our experiences during the start of the war, and we just transformed a lot. The team had to work separately, and it was the first year for us to work in a completely distant, remote regime. The Museum of UA Victory became this wholesome project for us to reflect on the transformation, and we decided that it is maybe more important to also survey and document everything which is going on, the objects which basically were ruined or changed their function during the war. We decided that we are sure we won't see them after our victory, and lots of these objects are already disappearing from the streets of the cities which were affected, and people try to normalize their life a lot, and it is a good thing. But we need to remember, and this is a project about the memory. So we want our children and youth in 10, 20, 30 years to be able to see in immersive way how was it to live during this period. This is why we dedicate our efforts now not only to the digitization of the cultural heritage, but also to the historical sides of this war.
The basic idea behind it was to show a real situation which we all lived in, the people who got into this situation and the cultural heritage. And we as NGO, we started to scan things like in 2015, when it was the first attempt after the Russian Federation got the Crimea. The thing started. So they tried to invade at that time, and we with my friend was kind of sitting, they're saying we were thinking like if tomorrow they will come and bomb the city, destroy the Duke, which we love the money, what we will do with that. So it was also February, and we went to a place just to scan it in winter, minus temperature, because we thought it will be under the threat to extinct. So, and this time it's not a threat, it's real destruction. It's awful. But for that time, we tried to manage to scan a lot of things. And we were making a lot of buildings, monuments, where we could reach. But it's also kind of not enough, as we see, because a lot of buildings are destroyed right now, and even some people from management ask, "Oh, guys, did you scan this building, or do you have this thing scanned?" So what I'm saying that this forum itself, so we try to connect our partners and organizations to make the same things like scanning, and this is kind of young organizations or companies. Probably here you will meet them, everybody is, or at least in video call. kind of talk about this preservation, and we think that it has to be more vast implemented, like more like a normal thing, not like some geeks working with photo cameras, lasers, and drones. We have to make it more on the, I would say, governmental rails. It will be a normal process. Scanning of cultural heritage, okay, like documenting is okay, because at least we will have some images, 3D or point clouds, that have an option to reconstruct and restore, as we see in like modern restoration, even like when there was fire in Notre Dame, so they used the laser scanner to work in restoration. So basically,
A bit louder,
thing
sorry.
is the situation and the people who were doing that kind of several years because of the reasons. We all love to scan heritage because we just know that if you don't have the knowledge about your past, you will not have any possible future. And then in exhibition, you will see, scan some crosses of Codex, some different artifacts which pinpointing these cultural aspects of our history. So in various goals that so we were working as organizations and companies trying to do that, preserve, and there were a lot of people. So then war started. So we eventually get into a situation where we cannot do any job, any scanning, because of it's prohibited to shoot 100 million photos on object if there is strategic objects or something. And we were widely using drones because they give us an opportunity to get the roofs of buildings or the full kind of region of interest to scan more effectively. And this is prohibited completely because of the war. And there is no mechanism to get any paperwork to have the permission to do that. But in that situation, we thought, okay, we cannot do that, but we have a friend said, like, I have a press, press, not accommodation, like permission to go to shoot something. So, and we started to try. I just explained him by phone, like, put this, because he's not a photographer, okay? So I explained him how to make a photogrammetry, and he went in Kharkiv and shot several objects, some buildings, and we tried to reconstruct it here, and it worked. So then we wanted to scale this and document as much as possible things we can reach in different cities. So we found some people and tried to find a lot of people and all travel partners to conduct these activities, to scan. So this is the point. The forum and the exhibition itself is about the people who are working in such situations. So it's also about them, that they were no professionals and they achieved results with the help of some professionals. Okay?